Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us about halfway in between Bang Pa Inn and Ayutthaya. And what brought me over here today is I haven't been over here in about a year and a half or so, and I woke up today and said, I'm going to go over there and check out this little floating market over here. This is Khong Ban Sang Som Market. I think that's how you say it anyway. Anyway, this is more of a traditional market. It's not really a floating market. The river is right behind it. But it goes way back to the Ayutthaya era, and there was a market set up here. The ships would come up the Chao Phraya River, and there was a tax collection point just a little bit further up to the north from here towards Ayutthaya. But ships would stop here and they would trade with the locals. And then Ayutthaya fell. This was abandoned, but it's been revitalized. And let's go take a look around here, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, and we'll see what we see today. This is the market, or the start of it anyway. The parking is right over here. And I have a few vendors that have set up here alongside of the road. And then all around in the area is just pretty much rice fields. The railroad tracks are just over that away, and you can see them building the new high-speed rail. And then the Chao Phraya River is right on the other side of those trees over there. Really, really close. What they do, they call this the bowing market. And it goes back to the old days where they would put all the products on the ground. So whenever you had to come here and negotiate, you had to kind of lean forward to look at it, and you were bowing. And so that's kind of where the name of it originated from. So these guys out here set up. This is not part of the market. This is just people out here in normal Thai fashion. They always have these little places like this that spring up so people can just drive up and buy stuff and everything else. And they do figure out a way to like charge them rent and everything. It's the Thais have a whole system. So all the markets that you see like on the sidewalks and stuff, there will be people that will come over and collect rent for their little stalls. So this is the start of the market. I've been here several times. I really like this market. It's kind of a more laid back. It's the locals that have revitalized this. And so they'll be dressed up in the traditional clothes, and it's all the people here that live in this community. You can see over here they got some of their hats and kind of that maroon colored. And this is it. It'll be covered, and it's quite nice on a hot day like today. This is a pretty neat little old picture. You can see they have the buffaloes and the little carts and stuff, and that would be the Chao Phraya back over there. And then this is kind of what they think the area used to look like. You can see it was kind of like a little bit of a walled community next to the Chao Phraya River. And the sign here talks about it being, you know, the historical market and stuff like that. So this is it. So they'll be here making the local products, selling the food, everything else. Yeah, I really like how they've done it with the thatch roof. So you got the roti sai mai over there. And then this lady here, she's making up the little fish cakes, and then they stick that on a little piece of the sugar cane. And then she has her charcoals that she'll grill them up. And some of the little snacks. And then over here they're selling like the palm sugar and various other things. Some of the dried fruit, some of the nam prick, and the vegetables and peanuts. You got the farang, or the guava, the papaya and the mangoes. And she's over there cutting some of the stuff up. You can see all the ladies are dressed up with the hats. And some of the little phoi tong desserts. These originated here in Ayutthaya. It's like an egg dessert that a lady that was like half Japanese and half Portuguese, I think. She kind of came up with that recipe. And you see it all in all the Thai cooking. And over here, he's making up some of the roti sai mai. So that's the batter right there. And then he puts it on this right here. It kind of makes it into like a little tortilla. And then you get this like shredded like kind of like the sweet floss stuff. And then you roll it up like a little burrito. The Thais absolutely love it. It's like pure sugar. And she's selling them over here. So 35 baht for the bag or 3 for 100. And then the bigger bags are 50 baht. So he's selling some of the old swords and canes and some of the little amulets and coins, everything else. And what the Thais will do is they'll come over here and they'll really look at these here through like a little magnifying glass. And if it's a really lucky one, they'll buy it, and then you'll see them wearing it around their neck. They have these little necklaces just like that. And you'll see some of the Thai guys will have like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 of them hanging around. But it's to give them luck and it's to give them protection and stuff like that. Yeah, this is a great little market. Now, this is touristy to a degree. It's more for the Thai tourists that come up from Bangkok. They come over here on the weekends and they'll spend the day. They'll come over here and they'll get some snacks just like this, bring the whole family. There are some foreign tourists here, but you are quite a ways away from Ayutthaya. It's a little harder to get down here. You can bring like a tuk-tuk if you hired it out just special to come down here. Or if you rented a motorcycle, it's a short little ride down. This is open from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. So what we got here, little cutting boards and some pottery, playing some loud music over here, these kids are. Go check this out. And here we are, we got their xylophones and the little drums and everything. Probably like the local school kids here. That's pretty cool. So you got the pottery here. This is what they'll actually sell to like restaurants. And they'll put the charcoal there and they'll do like the hot pot. And then you have some of the old style like for the Khong Market and everything else. Yeah, this is really cool. And then the market goes over this way and it kind of goes to the other way also. So you got the stuff here for the temple, the little joe sticks and the candles, and then these here, these are what they sell for like the sauces, or the vendors will buy these and put that little coconut snack in them. And there is a little hotel here that I think it's like 700 baht a night. And I think over here is where you can check in, and they do weddings and stuff like that here also. Yeah, I like this market because it's kind of away from Ayutthaya. I don't like the floating market in Ayutthaya at all. I never go there. They just straight up just charge foreigners 200 baht to even go into a shop. It should be free to go into a market, and then you're gonna spend stuff there anyway. So I never go to that floating market. I come over here, and then there's another little floating market over by one of the temples. So he's blowing some glass here so you can see some of the things that he's made. Pretty cool. And then you got some more of the vendors over here. Looks like some of the wine. You can see how it's covered. So really nice for the heat, plus if it starts raining. Oh, and here we go. Some of the mango and the sticky rice. Always nice. So 50 baht for the mango and sticky rice right there. And then some of the other little snacks. Oh, these are really good. These have the little coconut on the outside. And it looks like she makes them up right over here with some of the Thai food, the curries. And then over here they got a little kitchen. Oh, hello. And then they have the fresh vegetables on the ground. Yeah, so the Thais that will come over here, this is kind of a fresh market for them, so they can buy the stuff to take home to cook also. You see some of the deep fried fish that they've cooked up. And she's over here cutting up that little ginger. And then the soup. Not sure what's in there. Some of the vegetables and some of the other stuff. Smell that soy sauce. And so over here they have a little fountain and some other stuff. And then they have more of the products, flowers and stuff all for sale. This right here is one of my favorite things to eat. This is the moose satay, which is like the little pork, the sauteed pork, and then they grill it. And then you eat it with this little sauce right here, and then they give you like some cucumbers and onions and chilies. So you get 8 pieces of this for 50 baht, or you get this big one here for 100 baht, 16 pieces for 100. And then some more little snacks and stuff like that. So this lady here has some of the coconut ice cream. So you can get it for 15 baht for the little cone, which is about the normal price. And then the Thais love to eat it in this little bread. So they'll put the ice cream inside of the bread, and then you get the toppings right there. Or you can get a cup. So it's 15 for the cone, 20 for the bread, or 20 for a cup. And then these are little coconut desserts right here. These are always nice to eat. So 25 baht for those. So we've seen this over here. Let's go into the main food area. Smelling all this cooking is making me a little bit hungry. Yeah, I just love this. This is so fun. The hats are really cool. It's not the same feel as like Dam Non Saduk, where you see them on the boats and stuff like that, but this is still worth your time to come over and check out. It's like these are the band. They're going to come over and watch him blow the glass. So the local craftsman's made these out of the coconuts. So 300 baht, so $9 for one of these. You have various figures, the giraffes and the mice and the elephants. And then this big old giraffe for 640, and chickens. And then these here are lamps. Now if you buy them from and take them back to the States, you have to replace the cord, because these are 220. You have to convert it to 110, but it's pretty simple to do. I've got these here for gifts for people back home before, and it's something that's pretty nice and different. These are always nice. These are the little sesame seed and peanut snacks. And they make them into these little peanut rolls right here. You guys taking a break. This is the little eating area. And then you have a couple rows of food all through here. So you'll get all the normal Thai stuff that you see. In this area, Ayutthaya is famous for like the Nam Tok Mu. So you'll see that here, among other things. She's making some of like the little roti stuff. Or it could be that like the little Vietnamese omelet. And some of the Thai foods, little fish cakes and all the normal stuff. Some little, the red noodle, the red pork noodle. I like that, that looks nice. So he's made up some of these little omelets here for 30 baht. There's your toppings with the little shrimp and onions and tofu. And over here's the hoi tat, the little oyster omelet that he makes. Not sure how much it is. The sign's pretty faded. Sawadee Kap. Got some more of the moose satay. Yeah, this is always nice. And then some the deep fried stuff. It's pretty cool. So they have the old dragon pot right here, and you can see the charcoal underneath. And they're just cooking the chicken right there on the top. You'll see them with the big ones, they'll be hanging stuff inside of it also. It's another way to cook it. Oh, and you got the Khnon bobbin. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at that fresh coconut right there. And then they make it into a little coconut pancake. Oh yeah, this looks really nice. So it's like one piece for 35 baht or 3 pieces for 100. And you can smell that coconut with that batter. Oh, this is really nice. And then she's over here cutting it up. So she's done mixing up that batter, and then she'll just put them right in there. Yeah, that's a lot of coconut. Big chunks. Let's see more of the stuff that they're cooking here. A little seafood roll and the seafood. Over here's some more of the snacks. Over here they're making up some of the desserts, and you can see she's here shaving that coconut. And then when she's done, this is what it looks like. Yeah, that's funny. She's just sitting here, she does that all day long. Some of the little curry puffs. I like these with the chicken right here. She has some with the soy and the pineapple. So it looks like they're 50 baht for a container of that. And then some of the little sesame snacks, all kinds of little desserts here. Oh, these look really nice. Has some sugar on the outside. And some of those little tiny thin pancakes. So one package of this for 35 baht. These are really nice. Has those little poppy seeds on the outside. Some of the seafood, the sushi. And then these little desserts here. These are quite nice too. They're like a really crunchy, flaky dessert. And this is like the Khong Market, like the Singapore style. And she's over here making it. The Khong Buon, the little pancakes. And she puts like the cream on it. You can see the butter. That's all the toppings that she does. This is a staple. You see this in all the markets. Here we have some of the little custard cakes. Has the little foie tong.
Thailand.
Looks, these are always nice to eat. And it's pretty cool. You can see their little booths right back behind. Some of the paintings and stuff like that. She's over here making some of the som tam. And then over here she's cutting up some of that pork. The bop, 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 bop. The som tam is always nice, but you can get it so spicy. I wonder what she has here. Maybe some gapao. She's back there cooking it right there. You can get it with the rice, has the chicken. You can get it with the kai dao, the fried egg. And a staple here in Thailand, the pad thai. So here's the toppings you can get on it, the little shrimp, and the onions, and all of that. So it looks like it's 50 baht for the pad thai with the shrimp. She just tossed the big shrimp in there. And then the sprouts. And the little pork balls. You get it with the chili. So you dip the pork balls in that little chili sauce right there. So he's cooking up the salapao right here. It smelled really nice. You see it with that little, like the red? That tells you that it's like the spicy pork. And I got one of those. It's 15 baht, so like 50 cents for one of these. It smells nice. And check that out right there. That looks just absolutely fantastic with that big old pork shank. And then she butchers it up right here and puts it in the little dish. You can see the mugrap, that like belly fat. I don't care for that, but I do really like this right here. You can see though, they have everything of the pig. They got the hoof and everything. All right guys, that's gonna finish up our video over here at this Bowing Market. I'm gonna walk around here, get me something to eat. I think some of the pork noodle will be nice. This is a great little market. Like I said at the start, this is about halfway between Ayutthaya and Bangkok Inn. And it's not where like most of the Western tourists go. It's where like the people from Bangkok come up and they'll come over here with the family and they'll spend an afternoon, get some food and do some shopping and all of that. It's a cool place. The locals all dress up in the traditional Thai clothes and it's something to see. If you're in Ayutthaya, you could jump on a motorcycle and come down here or hire out one of the tuk-tuks or whatever. It would be worth your time. It's less touristy than most of the stuff that you see in Ayutthaya. I would recommend it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and stick around and then you're notified when I post a new video. And from over here in Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.